Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and as it is my 1 year special on YouTube, I posted that earlier today, you go check that out. We have the Paris Masters 2, 1 year of tennis predictions. That is crazy. Like this time last year I was starting the predictions, and here we are, about to go around for round 2. When it's round 1 technically, the Paris Masters, but here we go. Hope you'll enjoy this video, everybody. We got some big players coming to play here. We got Nadal, Djokovic, Alcaraz, Ruud, Medvedev, lots of players. So let's get into this video. Enjoy. Alrighty, so the first match here is Aslan Karatsev versus Yoshihito Nishioka. This is why, because Alcaraz has a bye for this round. He's the top player. This is why. So this is going to be an interesting match. So last year, Aslan, he played very well. He was a very strong player on the tour, but now he's not the strongest. So I'm going to say here Nishioka will take the victory and move on to the second round. He's been playing very well this season, and he won a little while ago. I think it was at the end of last month in Seoul. So he's been doing very well, and I think he'll progress into the second round here in Paris. Okay, so next match we got Botic van der Zandschulp versus Grigor Dimitrov. Now, Dimitrov, he has been playing very well recently. He managed to make it through to the semi-finals in Vienna just this week. Then Medvedev beat him in the semi-finals to make it through the finals to end up winning the tournament. But I think Dimitrov has been playing very well. He's a good, strong player, and I think he'll be able to make it through to the second round here. Sorry, Botic, but Dimitrov has been playing very well recently, so he's making it through. Alright, now we got Arthur Fils. He's a qualifier. He's like world number 300 or something. He's playing in a Masters tournament. Good on him. But he's playing against Berrettini, so I don't know how far he's going to go in this tournament. So, I'm sorry, but I think Matteo Berrettini is going to make it through to the second round. I'm sorry, Arthur, but yeah, Berrettini's got this. Alrighty, now we got Hubert Hurkacz, number 10 seed. He's versing Adrian Mannarino. This will probably be a pretty good match, I reckon. Wildcard for Hurkacz. He's a strong player. He has had pretty decent results over the last few tournaments. I think he'll be able to make it through to the second round here in Paris, honestly. I think he has a good shot at doing it. Alrighty, now we got Holger Rune versus Stan Wawrinka. This is a good one. I think it's going to be good. So here's why. Wawrinka, he's a very good player. He's been playing very well over the last few weeks, doing very good results in his tournaments, matches, everything. But Rune, he's qualified for the next gen ATP finals, which is next week. But he's been playing very good. He's been in like 500 tournaments, 250 tournaments, scoring like finals, semi-finals, won titles. He's been doing so well, beating top players and everything. He is a next gen hope, I reckon. He is very good, and I think Rune will make it through to the second round. I'm sorry, Stan, but I think Rune's got this one. Okay, here we go. John Isner versus Oscar Otte, qualifier. This match should be good, but I think Isner will probably be able to take this out. He hasn't played much recently, but he's still played very well this season in doubles and singles too. I think he'll make it through to the second round. Okay, here we go. Sebastian Korda versus Alex de Minaur. This will be a good match. Both are very skilled players, both very good on the ATP Tour. Oh, it's going to be a close one, but I'm going to have to go with de Minaur here. Good player. I think he's got this one here, honestly. It's going to be a tight match. It's probably a 3-setter, but I think Alex de Minaur will take this one out and move on to round 2. Okay, now we got Arthur Ridonec. He's a wild card for the Paris Masters. He's versing Jack Draper. So, Jack, he's pretty good. He's not the greatest out there, but he's had pretty good results. He, actually in Basel, he actually won a set against Carlos Alcaraz, the world number 1, so that's pretty good. But, I think Draper will be able to make it through. Arthur, he's alright. He had a good point at some point where he's actually pretty good, but he's dropping a bit. So I think Jack Draper will make it through to the second round. Okay, so now we got Lorenzo Sonego, qualifier versus Francis Tiafoe, number 16 seed. I reckon here that Tiafoe is going to take this one. Very strong player. He's done well. He's dropped a bit in the rankings. Oh, I don't know, drop because he was pretty. He's been doing well recently. He's been pretty decent, playing good results in, playing well. I think he'll make it through to round 2. It'll be a good fight, a good match, but I think he'll be able to get past Sonego. Okay, so there's 2 spots left in the Nito ATP finals. Taylor Fritz could take it. Felix Auger-Aliassime could take it, and so could Andrei Rublev. But the problem is for Fritz, he did not have a good week in Basel or Vienna, wherever tournament he played. I think it was Basel. But he's versing Davidovich Fokina now. Still a pretty good player. Fritz will need a good tournament here if he wants to qualify for the finals at the end of the season. So I'm going to say Fritz will make it through to the second round, but he did lose in round 1 in Basel. So don't know how things will go for him, but I think he'll make it through to the second round. Okay, yeah, slight correction, it's Vienna. He played Vienna and he lost in the round of 16. Whoops. Alrighty, now we got Andy Murray versus a wild card of Gilles Simon. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but this will be a pretty interesting one. Andy Murray, he's had a very good season here this year. He's been playing very well, doing quite well in tournaments, and honestly, I think he'll be able to make it through to the second round here and beat Simon. I'm going to say it right now. Okay, this is going to be a close match here. Alexander Bublik versus qualifier Mikael Ymer. Oh, you know what I'm going to... Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Jeez, okay. Who could this be? You know what? I'm going to do a bold prediction here. I'm going to say Mikael Ymer is going to win. I don't know, but I think he's got this. I think he's got this. I think he'll be able to do this, honestly. You know what? Ymer's going through to the second round, beating Bublik. I'm saying it right now. Bold prediction. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Diego Schwartzman versus Maxim Cressy. Now, both are very good players. Both are pretty skilled, pretty strong. But here, I'm going to say... You know what? I'm going to say Schwartzman here. He plays well. He plays smart. He has a good style. He may be short, but he's a good player. So, I want to lock it in and say Schwartzman is going through to the second round. Alright, here we go. Sebastian Baez versus Karen Khachanov. Honestly, I think Karen Khachanov's a bit underrated, to be honest. He could be a good player at times. Like we saw in the US Open, made it to the semi-finals because he beat Kyrgios in a crazy 5-set match. I remember that, and it was like crazy. He's a good player. I think he's won here before in Paris. I think it was 2018. He won the Paris Masters. Sebastian Baez is a good player too, but honestly, I think Khachanov might be able to do this and get through to the second round. Here we go. Marc-Andre Huesler, qualifier, versus Yannick Sinner, the number 11 seed. Now, Sinner, first tournament back in Vienna. I'm pretty sure it was Vienna, yep. Because he played Medvedev. And I think so. Both players are very strong. But I think Sinner's going to be able to do this one. Sinner, he's coming back. He had a little injury, but he's back now and he's playing well. So I think he'll be able to make it through to the second round here in Paris. Marin Cilic, number 15 seed, versus Lorenzo Musetti. Now, I'm going to say this and come out here and say it properly. Musetti has been playing brilliantly over the last a couple weeks. He is so strong. This season has been amazing for him. Now, I'm not one to say that he's going to win this tournament. I don't think he's going to win, but he's going to go far. I reckon he's going to make it to a good, solid, probably round 3, nearly quarterfinals. Honestly, I'm locking in. Lorenzo Musetti's going to beat Cilic. I think he's got it. I think he can do this. Musetti is going through to round 2. Alright, Nicolas Basilashvili versus qualifier Quentin Halys. I'm gonna say Basilashvili here. I think he can do this. He's a good player. I think he's got this one. I don't know how close it'll be. I haven't really heard much from him recently, but I think he'll be able to make it through to round 2. Alrighty, Alex Molcan versus wildcard Richard Gasquet. Now, I'm gonna say Gasquet here. He plays pretty well. Honestly, he's a strong player. He has some really good skill and determination. I think he'll be able to make it through to round 2, I reckon, over Alex. I think he's got this one. Yeah, so I've now quit the whole Dan Evans thing. I'm just going to say Daniel Evans. Sorry, but anyway. Daniel Evans versus Brendan Nakashima. This one, I'm actually going to say Nakashima. He's been pretty good recently. Yeah, he's been doing well. He's qualified for the next gen ATP finals for this year. So after this week, he'll be going there to Milan and see how well he does, because I think he was qualified last year too, and he did all right in that as well. But I want to say Nakashima is a pretty solid player, and I think he'll make it through to the next round. Here we go, qualifier Corentin Moutet versus Borna Coric. Now Coric is a very good player. Coric, he's been doing well recently on the tour, getting some really good results in. Ever since Cincinnati, he's been playing well, and good on him for that. It's good to see him back to where he used to be, and it's great to see. So I think Coric will make it through to round 2 here against the qualifier of Moutet. Okay, here we go. Miomir Kecmanovic versus number 12 Cameron Norrie, number 12 seed. I'm gonna say straight up, say Norrie. Norrie, he's been up and down recently, alright or not alright. He's a good player. He's very consistent and doing quite well on the tour. I think he's had a good year, and I think he'll make it through to the second round here in Paris. Okay, here we go. Pablo Carreño Busta versus Albert Ramos Vinolas. Now here, I'm gonna go with Carreño Busta here. He's a good player. He's been like really consistent this season. He's had a really good year, like staying in the top 20, top 15 sort of thing, like doing that really well all season long, and he's a good player. So I'm going with him to go into the next round here at Paris Masters. Alright, here we go. Denis Shapovalov versus Francisco Cerundolo. Here, I'm just going to say Shapovalov. So here's the thing. Shapovalov's been playing very well. He made it to the finals in Basel. No, Vienna. Don't make that same mistake again. But Vienna, he played very well against Medvedev, and he did a good job. And he's been playing very well this season. He's had a very good one. So I think Shapovalov has got this one, and we'll make it through to round 2 in Paris. Alrighty, final prediction as Nadal has got the bye for this round. Roberto Bautista Agut versus Tommy Paul. I'm going with Bautista Agut here. He made it to the semi-finals in Basel, actually. He played, Holger Rune, and then Holger Rune beat him. But he did a good tournament. He's had a good run this season. It's been pretty good for Roberto, and I think he's got the strength to keep it going for the final tournament the final tournament for his season, because he's not way near qualifying for Nito. But I think he'll make it through to round 2. Alrighty, that's going to be it for this video, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm very happy to get back into the tennis prediction stuff. I know last week wasn't the best with the 500s, but I want to make sure this week I have time for videos. I want to make sure I can get them out. And hopefully tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, but like somewhere else in the week, I will be doing a very interesting video on a very funny game, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all for the support on the channel recently, as I've gotten my first year on YouTube down. It's crazy to think a year ago I made my first ever videos. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Alrighty, see you everybody.